On a Thursday. How we doing? That was kind of fun.
It was fun. I know. It makes you want to learn more, for sure.
You'll scare me.
We need to learn more. Yes, and we should scare you. Okay, we do have drought-like conditions, guys. The latest drought monitor was just released this morning, and as you would expect, getting worse in the drought department, especially southwestern Oklahoma, where we have a severe to extreme drought. Extreme drought in north central Oklahoma, down to the south, off towards the southeast as well. Less than 1/4 of an inch of rain has fallen in these areas for this number of days. That's what this map is showing you. So we've gone 30 to 37. That's the maximum number on the map without 1/4 of an inch of rain. And of course, drought-like conditions, when you get into late fall, the winds start to pick up and fire danger definitely becomes a concern. We do have rain in the forecast, and it's good rains. Still looking great in this morning's data. Cold front blew through yesterday, gave us a north wind. On Next Gen Live, though, we're quiet, we're clear. Lucky Star Skycam Network live from downtown. We're in the 50s. We've warmed to the 60s in portions of western Oklahoma despite the north wind. This was a weak front. Northwest winds 5 to 15, which does lower the humidity and helps ramp up the fire danger. So noon today, 71, 78 by 3 o'clock. Northwest wind 10 to 20 miles per hour. Gusts sometimes 20 to 25 is what we're expecting, which again, fire danger is what you think of when you get the low humidity. Warm temperatures like this, 80s in portions of western and southwestern Oklahoma. Now our next storm is coming in over the Pacific. There's Hurricane Norma down to the south. Norma is a major hurricane south of Mexico in the very warm Pacific waters, becomes a Cat 4 later today, comes up into southwest Mexico, rides over Mexico, weakens. Now this won't have tropical force winds. That will all be disrupted, riding up over land. The friction disrupts the circulation, but the energy from it, the moisture from it, comes back up over the plains, and the dew point values start to increase. You add that with this big storm coming in, and man, that's a recipe for heavy rain, storms, and maybe severe weather into next week. It's a big pattern change because right now our jet stream winds are out of the northwest. Watch what happens as we head into the weekend. Starts to break down, becomes zonal flow, then becomes southwesterly. Big change. That orientation is key to get big time storms, heavy rain, and possibly rotating storms. Not locked in, the severe risk. I mean, there's a lot of data to get through between now and then to really hone in on those keys as far as what develops when and where. But rounds of heavy rain and then a cold blast by next weekend. The 28th and 29th look very cold before we start to warm it up closer to Halloween. Now, how much rain? Anywhere from 1 to 2 inches. Some areas 2 to 3 inches in western Oklahoma. Lows tonight in the 40s and 50s. And we're talking 80s, maybe a few 90s in southwestern Oklahoma. Saturday, a cold front pushes in, gives us 70s and low 80s. We'll still have 80s down in southern Oklahoma, so it's a warm to a hot one coming up. Here's your 9-day forecast. We're talking 70s today, 80s over the next few days into the weekend. Coming up in Norman, it's homecoming. OU playing at 11 a.m. It's a warm one. Rain chances off and on into next week. It looks heavy coming up. May even have a few strong to severe storms. We'll be tracking it, and stick with us. We're coming back right after this.